Hey everyone, Alex and Mike here with Sage Insights with another episode for the podcast and for the YouTube videos. Great to see you, Mike.
What's going on?
Been a long time.
Long time indeed.
We've been very busy. I can't believe we're 1 week away from the end of 2020. It's a wonderful year to put behind us, wouldn't you say?
I think the year's gone by very quickly.
It certainly has. It certainly has. So let's talk about that today. Let's talk about how COVID-19, the pandemic, the chaos in the world has affected web development, digital marketing. I'd love to hear some points from you.
You know, it's kind of hard to want to talk about the benefits of it because so many people had it so bad. I will say from a digital standpoint and an e-commerce standpoint, it's been an incredible year all the way across. Very, very busy every single day. There was a period of time probably from end of April through July where, most businesses were doing record numbers, at least from an e-commerce standpoint. Record numbers every single day. It was Black Friday every single day.
Wow.
And as much as I want to say it's because of skill, it just is the consumer landscape just changed. People were accustomed and forced to buy online. Pretty much any e-commerce store, if you were not able to succeed, that's pretty much on you. The retail stores didn't get the foot traffic, and the dollar shifted online. Anything to do with health and wellness, anything to do with home improvement, financial, just skyrocketed.
It's amazing to see the dichotomy of the two things. It's that, yes, it's tremendous suffering, tremendous negativity in the world today, but at the same time, some or many are going and spending more dollars than ever before on e-commerce sites. So it's a very interesting point.
Yeah, ad dollars went up. I mean, it's crazy when you start looking at the two, or you compare it to like two different industries. I have many friends in New York who own restaurants, and just to see their business just tank while e-commerce, you couldn't keep up with the demand. So many brands were, their biggest problem is that the manufacturing wasn't able to keep up with the demand. No one saw it coming. No one knew that they had to have X amount, and especially for anyone who imports from overseas or China, the delays on the shipments just put things back months. I mean, you order something from China to be shipped over, typically it'll take anywhere from, 45 to 60 days at most to get it from a container. But, even still, for people that placed orders back in July, a lot of those orders haven't even made it here. So
I think we've moved, Mike, from a website, digital strategy, a presence online for being an afterthought for some businesses to just not being an option anymore. It's an absolute must. There are no options. The days of it being not well maintained or maybe not up to date, I think have gone away. What are your thoughts about that?
yeah, I think for a lot of industries like medical, maybe doctor offices, lawyers, people that were so accustomed to the traffic coming in, but didn't necessarily need to rely on the traffic from the websites. I think that shift has certainly changed.
Yeah, I agree.
Regarding retail, restaurants, being able to make sure that they can take payments online and process orders, that's definitely had an increase.
So where's it heading? What do you think is going to happen over the next couple of months? If you had to guess.
I think it'll continue as is. I'm not really too sure what the winter is to bring as lockdowns continue or start up again. But I think that the landscape of retail has forever changed. You take a look at rent prices in premium places, the rents are down significantly to the point that it will be a very long time for it to recover. I think a lot of people are not only accustomed but happy to order online, and there's so many brands are spending more time and effort and resources on improving the experience, whether it's grocery delivery in house, which, granted, that's nothing new, but sometimes people like picking out their fruits and vegetables. So
Hmm.
trying to ensure and put quality assurance in place where someone's not going to get something that they're not going to want and it's going to ruin the experience. I mean, everyone will tell you something good, I suppose, but it takes very little to mess up that customer experience. And even if you go into industries that have larger items like appliances or furniture, where it's a bigger purchase, you can't just put it back into an envelope and return it. It's not very uncommon to see the resources that are getting applied to improving the experience, where people can touch and feel, whether it's through AR or VR, or better customer service on chat or bots. There's certainly a lot that is being done. People had so much time. Some people just sat back and just waited. Others were diving in head first.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, look, if I had to make a couple of high level points for myself, I think that the need to ensure that you have a really fully realized digital strategy over the course, that's flexible, right? Is something that's really important. Um, I'm not saying that you have to add into etch into concrete exactly what you're going to be doing for the next 3 to 6 months, because frankly, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, right? If we've learned anything from this year, we know that we have to be flexible. We know that we have to see how things go as the days and months progress. But I think that having a strategy, making sure that we are touching upon some of the cornerstone aspects of digital marketing, from social media to pay-per-click to SEO. There's a bunch of areas in which we could spend the time and improve what we're doing. And at the same time, I think we need to stay realistic. And when I say that, I mean, again, nobody has a crystal ball. We don't know exactly where we are going to be tomorrow, but we do know that there are tried and true ways in which we can stay relevant. We can continue to do our best to serve our customers, no matter what industry we are in, and continue just to provide the best support possible, no matter where we are.
Sure. I think the uncertainty for so many businesses, because it was not something that someone could have seen how the impact would have been, many were so afraid to invest in that now it's starting, as they're trying to sort of catch up to whether it's bigger brands or less conservative brands. It's a very difficult road to play catch up, because once you get the customer, as more brands are direct to consumer and less third party retailers, it's even more difficult to start to try to acquire the customer that, in theory, your competitors probably are focusing on acquiring.
So some people, excuse me, some people jumped in very early and started to do the work necessary. Some were lagging and thought, oh, this is probably going to end relatively quickly, and maybe did not get into the fray, so to speak, as fast as others. And they're probably paying a premium for that now, getting in front of the audience that they'd like to. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
I understand. I understand. Well, I think at best we can remain optimistic. We can do everything we can in order to continue to grow, continue to provide the best quality of service that we can. And it's just very interesting to see how you've said it yourself, Black Friday every day for a period of a number of months. And I'm sure you're still seeing increased spend in many different areas. Is that right?
100%. And now it's more focused on optimizing for profitability more than anything else. But I think the one takeaway is it's never really too late. So you're wrapping up the year here. You can start putting things in place. No one needs to wait till something else or wait to see how it comes. For businesses that are that close, maybe that's time to really reevaluate what you're doing and selling, and how to find other sales techniques, and go from there.
I understand. So from my takeaway from what you're saying is that there's opportunity available to any sized business, whether they're smaller, whether they're more advanced. It's a matter of just
Yeah.
taking.
And also, just to add to it, I understand that not every business has major funds to invest into advertising,
Of course.
especially going into a pandemic, which people did not know what it was or did not know how it was going to play out. But the time could have easily been spent at focusing on the analytics, trying to understand, where's the actual profit coming from, or how well is your email doing, or how well are your social channels, or organic stuff that just takes time, and not
Sure.
even money, but nevertheless, it's a pay to play space.
Mike, I really enjoyed it. Thank you for the info. And we wish all of our listeners and readers for a very happy holiday and great new year ahead. And thanks for following us. Thanks for staying at home to protect yourself and others during these crazy times. And we will be back with more, and we're looking forward to it.
Sounds good.
Talk soon.